Big Kirk 916, positivity, motivation, never settle for average. You know we do it over here. Go to bigkirk916.com. Hit me up if you're looking to purchase some art. Holler at me if you want some merch, or grab a bar of soap and wash your ass. Go into the new year smelling clean and desirable rather than an animal. Ugh. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. A lot of you guys watch the channel, but you don't hit the subscribe button, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. And man, we're living in an age of awakening. You know, a lot of things are being revealed to us daily, and as we elevate our consciousness, we can see a lot of things which may have been in the dark coming to light. And it's always interesting when I hear people talk about the hip hop industry and how much has changed since the late 80s, early 90s, as far as its direction and how much it's impacted cultures, entertainment, and people across the world, and how it's being used to, I would say, influence young people, influence society, and just direct an agenda that's not necessarily the opinion of the masses, but it's used to control the masses. Check it out.
Did you know that rap music used to be all about love and poetry and lyricism and fighting injustice? And then somewhere in '91, there was a secret deal made with the record labels to introduce gangster rap to the world. The goal was to glamorize criminal behavior, to turn people against each other, increase violence in certain areas, and then fill up private prisons for profit, making regular nice people want to act tough like their idols when their idols were required to act tough contractually. And it's not just rap music. We saw a similar hijack in R&B music. Brian McKnight and Boyz II Men, they used to sing about how much they love their girl and how they want to make it work and have kids. And now what's glamorized is The Weeknd. A sweet voice, but made to obliterate families, take hard drugs, cheat, and disrespect your girl. We gotta be very careful who we look up to and what songs we allow in the house, because all these pop stars have bosses, and their bosses have bosses that have an agenda, and it ain't our well-being.
The music industry has very close ties with the private prison system. They were told not to sign any more political rappers, any more rappers that had messages in their music.
Positivity.
It was all to be gangster rap music that they promoted and put out.
Now, I can clearly remember the transition from hip hop, from conscious rap to gangster rap. Freshman in high school, I remember like Public Enemy, X-Clan, Brand Nubians, Poor Righteous Teachers, who else? There was a couple other rap groups out there. You know, Tribe Called Quest was more just kicking it music, but there is who else you had? Some other groups out there that were really bringing awareness to Black unity. Remember, they had to stop the violence. You know, it ain't about, you know, what had to stop the violence, the rap song. Then they had it ain't about self-destruction. And you know, you had beefs, but it wasn't like you were going to kill somebody over a rap beef. It was just more just a lyrical beef, you know. It wasn't about inflicting physical harm upon somebody else. But following my freshman year, I got into some shit, got caught up selling drugs, juvenile hall, and I could just see the shifting now in perspective of the black male mentality. You know, went from like sports to like gang banging, and sometimes gang banging and sports. But I recall NWA coming out, and that was like a game changer. You know, you had NWA coming out, and it was just a whole nother level. And right before that, with Straight Outta Compton, you had, you know, Boys in the Hood, you had, you know, Easy Said and It Shall Be Done. But the rap became more of a, I would say, more of a conflict and movement among the black culture. You know, if you go back even before, like some of the conscious rap, it was a lot of conscious music, and you had the Black Panther movement, and that was the biggest threat to, you know, what the FBI said, America's, you know, control over the black culture. So they had to get rid of that. So they infiltrated the Black Panthers, you know, basically destroyed that movement, flooded the neighborhoods with drugs, and labeled those guys anti-American group. But, and, you know, some of their beliefs, I'm not saying I was with all the beliefs, because I don't believe in any type of socialism or anything like that. I believe in capitalism, as far as everybody having the right to earn what they earn. But that movement and getting the black men out of the household, you put that together with the hip hop movement today, and you can see why they use these guys, put them on pedestals, and literally destroy communities behind the music. And, you know, you have free will. You don't have to listen to hip hop as far as the gangster rap. Not all hip hop's bad. There's some good rappers out there, but the values and the whole push behind bringing community together. You know, you talk about your ops. You talk about, you know, riding on somebody. Everybody you're talking about, these guys, you know, mentioned in their songs, killing, is all black people. It's all black. There's nothing in regards to, you know, any type of, you know, bringing a family together, or you're going after somebody who maybe, you know, caused you harm, you know, your family harm. It's all about this random black killing, and everybody praises it. They put a beat behind it. You bob your head, and, you know, you take all these names, and if it's not killing the black man, it's demasculizing the black man, dressing up like, you know, females, acting very feminine, and it's all about destroying black culture, which, you know, from black, you know, comes every other color. So they use black as the pivotal point to destroy the rest of humanity, and they know that. I mean, think about everything they've done, and if they haven't wiped out the black race by now, that got to tell you that if blacks in general, the black culture in general, got their shit together, it would be a wrap. It'd be a wrap, man. They done did so much shit to the blacks in Africa, not in you know, not to mention the blacks over here who have, you know, survived, and the ones who were here before, because not everybody was a slave, and they still have been able to achieve success. Come on, man. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. If you weren't on a suicide mission, you'd be a billionaire by now. That's just elevation of consciousness, man. But, you know, sometimes when you hear from somebody else, you maybe listen to it a little bit different than coming from me. But I just thought I'd share that with you. And I've talked about it before. You know, people say, oh, Big Herc, you're a conservative, you're a sellout, man, because, you know, you jumped right out and you're talking, man. Look, man, shut your mouth, you little bitch. Shut your mouth. Black conservative ain't got nothing to do with selling out. It means that I'm all about a strong family. And at the end of the day, you got to put people around you who have the same beliefs, who have a strong belief system. And I read and elevate myself daily, man. I'm an avid reader of Thomas Sowell, and I read a lot of Black history. And you know, at the end of the day, I'm about trying to help young men elevate themselves. I hate to see anybody in prison, but young black men I see that don't have father figures or guidance. To me, I feel like I have almost like a duty to try to elevate these young people, because I like to see everybody win, but it's very sad when I don't see other young men who feel they have any chance or hope for themselves. They just throw their life away. Young men, 14, 15, 12, just gun violence and doing stupid shit. So, I just want to share that with you guys. But yeah, man, if we got our mentals together as a culture, we can definitely change the world, man. Big Herc 916. Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life. My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do, raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gang banging in juvenile hall, I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey against all odds.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.